All right, hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning and you've seen me before. My name is Kayla, and this is Rose from the Dead Tarot. And I just got an insanely powerful read. I pulled the spread before I started recording this just to kind of see what we were working with today. This is my first video back after taking a few months hiatus. Started this channel the beginning of the winter this year and put out a few videos, kind of tested the waters with it, and then had a lot of life happen to me that I had to deal with for the rest of the winter. And I'm back, and it's been a long time coming. I've kind of been procrastinating with that. It's kind of the vibe I've been getting in the air. It's just like a lot of people waiting on things to happen. Just waiting for the universe to provide without doing anything about it, without taking the actions necessary. And I don't know, like right now is a great time to start doing the things again. We're right at the beginning of the astrological new year. If you're watching this when it comes out, was it March 30th right now as I'm recording this? So we just entered Aries, entered the new astrological season a little over a week ago. And we're about to have a full moon in Taurus. No, not Taurus. In Virgo. Here in 2 days on April Fool's Day, which also happens to be my dad's birthday and my maternal grandmother's birthday. Got a lot of fools in the family. And yeah, I'm excited to get back into this and kind of get moving forward with life. This has been a very kind of stagnant, kind of 1 foot forward, 2 steps back sort of winter for me. And honestly, the whole last year has been kind of like that. Feels good. It's one of those things where I think I've known what I needed to do, but just getting out of the habit of just waiting and, I guess just not being lazy, realizing like, hey, just do these damn readings. It's really not that scary. It's not that difficult. You know what you're doing. Just get off your lazy ass and do it. And along similar lines, I used to be a yoga teacher and was like really involved in the yoga world for a long time. And the last few years, kind of totally fallen off of it. And finally got to a real yoga class in a studio for the first time in about a year and a half the other day. And it felt amazing. I was like, why have I been putting this off for so long? Like I knew that it would be exactly what I needed. And I have a friend that just opened up a new yoga studio a few months ago, and it's awesome to see her new space. And it's just like a little cute intimate studio. I think it's like a max of like 12 students can fit in there, so a tiny little place, but it's got such a warm, inviting vibe. And yeah, I think that's the vibe that this collective is starting to go into now. We're officially in spring. We're in Aries season, fire sign, a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of growth. It's starting to get warmer out again if you're living in the northern hemisphere like I am. And I live in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and we just got out of like a crazy heat wave for like a week. It was insane. I live at over 8,000 feet, and it was like 80 degrees every day. It was nuts. And it's still only March, and we've already got trees blooming and leaves popping out and flowers coming out, and it's crazy. Like it's very unusual, but I'm kind of okay with it. Till all the wildfires happen this summer, that's going to be a whole nother issue. But we'll burn that bridge when we cross it, as I like to say. Anyway, enough about my shit. Let's get into your reading, collective. So this spread, real quick, I'll just show you what I've got here. This is what I just pulled. I have my own little spread that I came up with a while back. And if you notice, it's just like all like the happiest cards that you can get. You got the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. You got Death and Judgment and the Ace of Swords. It's like total death and rebirth energy, which is very fitting as we go into Easter week here. Yesterday was Palm Sunday. And yeah, it's just, I like, as I was pulling the cards out, it was like each one that came out, I was like, I couldn't believe it. So started with the general energy surrounding the collective is this Judgment card, and I hope YouTube doesn't get me for the naked corpses. There's a couple different ways to read this card. I'm getting both of the main ways. Like, I feel like there's a lot of judgment from other people surrounding you, because you are different. If you're watching this channel, you're not the norm, mainstream, go with pop culture sort of thing. You're a very unique individual that a lot of people have a hard time kind of wrapping their heads around, and they want to project their judgments onto you, and you're not really letting them. You're just like, you know what, whatever. You're this 2 of Wands right here, just kind of chilling. You got the world in the palm of your hand. You're just looking out at the ocean, like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing. And then also, this is kind of your energy too, just this 9 of Cups. You're just sitting there, just perfectly content. You're not bothered by any of these judgments of other people, and that's something new for you, I feel like. That's the other part of this Judgment card, is kind of the rebirth. It comes at the end of the tarot, or the end of the major arcana, right before the World card, which is like the closing out, full completion before it starts over again with the Fool. And yeah, you've come out of this mindset of letting others and the world around you and other people's judgments affect you so much. You're not bothered by it anymore. You're like, whatever, I know I'm weird, I know I'm different, I don't really care. If people don't like it, they can suck my dick. Oh yeah, welcome to my channel. I'm quite vulgar. If you don't like that, this is not going to be the channel for you. So if you want all love and light, there's plenty of those channels out there. We're very real here. The world is not just all love and light. There's a lot of dark, scary, evil shit going on too. And yeah, if you're that offended by some swear words occasionally, you got some work to do. Sorry, just gonna put that out there. Speaking of the work to do, for the actions to take, I got the 10 of Cups and the Death card. So I think it's basically kind of like I was saying before with the procrastinating and waiting for the world to happen to you. It's, realizing that you have the world in the palm of your hand. You get to call the shots. You take the action and the universe will provide. And I think a big part of that is just changing the mindset. Realizing that you already have everything you need. Emotionally, spiritually, financially. If you're still alive and breathing, you've got everything you need right now. Everything else is just the icing on the cake. All the material possessions and worldly things are just the bonus. And then with the Death card, I'm seeing like, yeah, you're just finally putting an end to that old way of thinking, that old lack mindset. And I'm getting that with this 4 of Cups card here. This was in the what are you moving away from energy, and it's kind of like, just, he looks kind of discontent. He's just like, I've already had these 3 cups, and now God wants to give me more, but I don't want it. You're moving away from that energy into this Four of Wands energy, which is very similar to the Ten of Cups energy. It's like you've got the family, you've got the home, you're happy, you're content, you've got everything you need. And that's even just reaffirmed with this Three of Cups card. You're celebrating with other people. Maybe you've been in isolation for a long time. I feel like you're coming out of that. You're going to find your soul tribe. You're going to find those other people that find joy in the things you do. By changing your mindset, having a new mindset. It's Ace of Swords card here. God's given you the tools, the mind, the contentment, the lack of shits to give about what other people think, and you're just ready to kick ass. And one other thing I noticed with this, I'll show you the spread again here real quick, is I was immediately drawn to all the yellow in all the cards. There's a lot of yellow in these cards, especially the Four of Wands and the Nine of Cups, but also a lot in the Death card, amazingly. And you've got the sun poking up behind those are the towers that are in the Moon card, and that goes along with the Rebirth of the Judgment card. And I noticed that the only card that doesn't have the yellow in it is the Your Position, the Two of Wands. And what I'm taking that to mean is basically, you've been waiting for this strength, this financial abundance. The yellow corresponds to our solar plexus chakra, which is kind of like inner strength. A lot of your internal willpower. And all you had to do is realize that it's been surrounding you this whole time. Every other card around you has a lot of yellow in it. And you just had to open your eyes and kind of turn around, go from staring out this way to just looking all that abundance right in the face, realizing that you have it all. And I'm super excited about this one. This was a great first read to come back. I'm excited to start my journey again as a tarot reader. Still pretty new to all of this, so bear with me as I figure things out myself. I'm also pretty new to the whole posting videos on YouTube, and just watching myself on video is a little weird, and my voice still gets to me a little bit because I'm transgender and I haven't really spent much time working on my voice. But that's just one of those things that I personally get judged for a lot, and I'm just I'm at the point where I've just kind of stopped caring about it. What'll happen will happen with it. And anyway, I love you guys. Like and subscribe, all those things. Share, comment down below. Tell me what you thought, what resonated with you, and I'd love to hear from you. And start a little community of my own here. I've spent enough time watching other tarot readers. It's time to start doing the work. And with that, I will leave you for now.